Coming to you live and or pre-recorded, this is Sven Sandberg from the WTTT studios in beautiful Central Florida, and this is The Time Traveler with your host, Greg Angstrom. All right. Thank you. Whoa, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you, Sven. How about a smattering of applause for my executive producer, Sven Sandberg? Yeah. Thank you very much. All right, well, I want to welcome you all to The Time Traveler, and thank you for joining me on my premiere episode as we kick off a new chapter in my life. I will be your host as we take a look at many of my life experiences over these past 64 years, some exciting, some boring, but most hovering just slightly above mediocre. They tell us that the average attention span has dropped from 12 seconds in the year 2000 to 8 seconds today. Well, I'm not really sure who they are, but if they are right, this means I've already lost the vast majority of my viewers. There is no way that I can keep this show to 8 seconds, but I will do my very best to keep them around 4 to 6 minutes. And hopefully you can endure for that short time period. A brief history to get us started. I grew up an Iowa farm boy with Swedish heritage, and now 64 years later, I live in Florida, but am still Swedish. My jobs growing up ranged from detasseling corn, walking beans, baling hay, raising dogs, delivering Fuller brush products, working in my dad's feed plant, managing family-owned health food stores, owning a travel agency, and finally arranging missionary travel for the past 29 years. Having spent 37 years in the travel industry, much of what you hear will relate to travel, hence the name, The Time Traveler. I will share many stories of travel adventures, as well as look at some of the changes that have taken place within the travel industry since my career began in 1983. Interspersed will be assorted anecdotes from my life on the farm to living as an expat in Ecuador for over 4 years. Today's episode will answer the question on everyone's mind. Why are you wasting your time and hours with this? Well, as you know, the year 2020 has not been what anyone in their wildest imagination could have scripted. The year started out pretty normal, but by mid-March, COVID-19 had caused a major disruption to lives around the world. As I mentioned earlier, I've been in the travel industry for 37 years, and at age 64, I experienced my very first furlough from any job. What started as a 60-day furlough became a 135-day furlough, and then evolved into an early retirement plan. With travel being reduced by 90 to 98%, the smart money was to take the company's generous offer and move on. It was time to reinvent myself. With no retirement plans on the horizon, my favorite daughter-in-law, Kathleen, posed a question during a recent family birthday party. She said, "Hey Grampster," now more about my many nicknames in the future, "what are you going to do?" Well, I immediately ruled out becoming a brain and or heart surgeon and knew there had to be something a little bit different for me in my life. My favorite daughter, Jennifer, said that her youngest child, my favorite 7-year-old grandson, Ledger, used to want to do everything when asked what he wanted to do when he grew up. Recently, he has narrowed his choices to A, working at SeaWorld, B, being a pizza maker, and C, being a YouTuber. All of a sudden, my 3 favorite oldest grandkids who were adulting with us, Anna, Grace Ann, and Joel, said, "That's it. Grampster needs to have a YouTube channel called The Time Traveler." And that socially distanced birthday party gave birth to this too-soon-to-tell wonderful idea. Well, before we close today, we need to thank our sponsors. Wait, no sponsors? Sven, are you kidding me? How are we supposed to fund this venture with no sponsors? Well, I'm just slightly blindsided. Hang on. Okay, I guess Sven and I will work on this before our next episode. Well, I do thank you for joining Sven and me on The Time Traveler. I hope you come back for future episodes and enjoy the time traveling with us. If you enjoyed this episode, or even if you did not, please like, subscribe, share, or whatever else you can do to help increase my viewership and to be sure that you do not miss any of my future episodes. Remember, contrary to public opinion, I'm kind of a big deal. Ciao for now.